It's December, and like every year, it's time to look back at the past year and see if I reached the goals that I set for myself in January. There were 5 goals that I set out to achieve this year. We'll go over them one by one to see how I did. My first goal was to run 3 marathons this year, my 8th, 9th, and 10th marathon. Now, I was already registered for London, Chicago, and New York. In October, I ran London. It was a really tough race, but I had an amazing time. There are still travel restrictions for the US, so I didn't get to run Chicago and New York. I have those deferred to next year. So I ran my 8th, but not my 9th and 10th. My second goal was that I wanted to remain injury-free after recovering from my knee injury. I started the year with an injury, and I kind of figured that I'd overcome that a lot quicker than I did. I struggled with that most of the year. I feel fine now. My right knee has no pain in it. I still don't really want to put in the amount of effort that I normally do just to be safe. But my right knee feels fine. My left knee has started to act up though, so I kind of have a new injury now. So yeah, goal number 2 didn't really pan out the way I hoped. Goal number 3 was that I wanted to run faster. Now, I didn't set a specific time goal for this. I just wanted to run faster. But yeah, I was struggling with my knee most of the year, and my focus wasn't really on running faster. It was on recovering and being able to run again. Now, that being said, when I run a marathon, normally I'm always filming and I'm zigzagging all over the course, so I run a longer distance. Also, I do a lot of walking because I'm talking to the camera. And with that, I run a marathon in about 4 hours. Now, I ran the London Marathon in intervals, doing a lot of walking on the course, and I ran it in 4.5 hours. So that means that the times that I was running at a pretty high pace, considering all the walking that I did. The fourth goal was for the channel. I wanted to grow the subscribers, and I set a crazy goal for 5,000 subscribers. Now, at the time, the count was up to 3,220 subscribers, and there had just been a pretty big increase. Now, this year, because I wasn't running as much and time became an issue, I kind of took a break. I didn't post as much anymore. I think that slowed down the subscriber growth quite a bit. The subscriber count is up to 3,840 right now. Still an increase of 600 subscribers that I'm extremely thankful for. But yeah, I didn't reach that 5,000. Goal number 5 was that I wanted to get to the next level for everything. For myself, for my running, the channel, and basically everything else. Now, I didn't count on having to struggle with my knee injury for pretty much the entire year. So it did get me to a different place, not exactly where I wanted to go, but everything gets you a step further, or even in another direction. Maybe not the direction that I wanted, but I did learn and I had to adapt, and it did get me to a different place than where I started at the beginning of this year. Now, for the channel and the plans that I had to grow there, it kind of did the opposite. Now, it doesn't mean that I'm not still committed to the channel or the plans that I had. It just means that the time frame has kind of changed. I'm doing a lot more behind the scenes right now to figure out how to make the experience better for myself and fit it into my life better, but also make the experience better for you. And that's also going to be part of my goals for 2023. So don't miss that video to see what my new goals are for the next year. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, because that way you don't miss a video, and that way I get closer to my goal. All right, until next time, get out there and run.